So Amazon just dropped some major changes on us, which shouldn't be a surprise because they're always changing stuff. So there's changes with reporting. This is for on-site, off-site as well. And then with the Halo sales, but found two ways that you can still find info on products that are selling. I'm going to show you that in this video. And I just want to share my thoughts and just kind of what I think about all this and, how I'm adjusting because this is a pretty big deal. I mean, I do this full time. I've been in the Amazon influencer program for a little over 2 years. And I've been an Amazon associate since I think around 2019, 2020. So let's go ahead and get into the changes. So the first change is Halo sales are gone. So that was the extra commissions that we were earning from products that we didn't even create content for. And we were doing this through the Oink tool where we would do the daily fetch and it would catch those extra commissions, except those campaigns. So when it comes to that, I knew this was coming because I'm in a group and people were kind of saying that it was going to come. I'm not really worried about it too much because I looked at it as something that was just kind of like extra. And to me, it was kind of too good to be true. I was like, it's no way this could just last forever. So it's disappointing, but it is what it is. And for me, that wasn't something that I was relying on. Like I said, it was just something extra. I was still putting in the work. The biggest thing with this program is just uploading the content, obviously having strategy with your product research. And I was already doing that. So taking this away for me, it's just like whatever, because it didn't really matter like that. Now, this next change is a pretty big deal because this is a big part of my strategy. I mean, I do this daily where I will go in and look at the products that are selling because I want to see just what's moving so I can make decisions moving forward, like even just knowing what categories are working for me. So, not just individual products. So, with reporting, you can no longer see what products are selling. So, when you go in there, it has the categories, but you can't see any of the products. And this is for on site and off site as well. And I'm not a fan of this because the decisions that I was making, with my Amazon business was purely off of, seeing what those reports and seeing what products were selling. And when it comes to business, it's like how can you grow? How can I grow if I can't even see what's working? So we're in the dark about, what products are selling. I mean, I guess with the Amazon, the way they work, we're in the dark about a lot of stuff. There's a lot of just things they don't give us information about, which is why I'm a big fan of YouTube because they give you a lot of analytics and data that you can look at to make better decisions. But like I mentioned earlier, I found a workaround where we can still see some data behind the product. So right here, I am in Viral View. This is my product research tool that I mainly use. And it's funny because I just released a video about this today showing you my product research process. So if you want to check that out, it's on my channel. I'll leave a link in the video description as well. So right now I'm on onsite. I'm not going to show you my products, but in here you can see the total earnings, and on the left side it'll show you the product. So I have it for the last 6 months, and you'll see in that month the total commissions that you made from selling that product. Now I think it used to be more numbers in here. I'm pretty sure it was, and maybe they went away because of the changes. I did get a pop-up where I think the people of Viral View said they're making some changes to something, because I think before you could see the number of sales, if I'm not mistaken, but just knowing the revenue is showing me that the product is selling, and then, I could focus on that category or, look for different variations of products. So I think it's good info that helps. And then this is for my offsite. So Viral View and the Profits Dashboard, they break down on-site, off-site, creator connections. So you can look at these individually. And once again, I have it on 6 months, and I can see, how much I sold for that month with that specific product. Now I'm in creator connection. So you can still see the creator connection stuff in your Amazon reporting, but even in Viral View, you can see, earnings per product, revenue, items sold, clicks, and then the commission percentage. Now, with this one, I'm not seeing a date that you can look at, like a custom date, but it does have a search where you can search in that specific ASIN, and it should pop up to where you can look at the numbers. Now, the other way you can get some data on products that are selling and just some numbers is through an app. So the Amazon shopping app, just download that. I'm going to walk you through it. Once you get on the app, at the bottom, you'll see like a little person icon. Click on that. And then If you scroll down, you'll see Amazon influencers, and you'll see Creator Central. Click on that, and then you'll see top linked products. Click on the see all on the right, and this is some reporting that you get in Creator Central through the app on your phone. So, and you can change the time frame. It has yesterday, last 7 days, last 30 days, month to date, and last month. And then what it's showing you, you click on products, you can look at categories as well to see what categories. It'll tell you the total commissions for that category, your clicks and conversion rate. So that gives you an idea of what categories are working, but you can see the individual products, the top link products, and you can click on that product and it'll show you the clicks, shipped products, shipped revenue, return products, product commissions, and conversion rate. So, I mean, that's some good info because I right now I can look at my top 5 products that are selling for this month. Now, I don't know if they're going to take this away, even with viral view. I don't know if it's going to be changes with that to where maybe they can't show it or something like that. But as of right now, these are things that you can look at to get some numbers and an idea of what's selling. Now, I just want to share a little bit about my thoughts on this and what we can do as creators. I like to refer to us as creators, not just Amazon influencers. And this is kind of like what I teach on the channel. Like, it's think of this as a business. I think the people that are really maybe panicking are the people that were just relying on site. So a big part of my strategy has been offsite. I've been talked about this in a lot of my videos and telling people, like telling y'all how to get on offsite, why you should get on offsite with YouTube, because it opens up so many other opportunities and we're not just relying on the on-site, which has it's changed a lot in the last couple years. You know, I pivoted, had to, pivot, change up my strategy a couple of times. I remember the on-site earnings went down. I had to change up my strategy. The rise of creator connections. And then there's going to be more changes moving forward. So I think we need to think outside of on site, lots of opportunities on offsite with YouTube. And yes, I'm going to pitch my training I have, which is YouTube Kickstart. Perfect for beginners, people that don't understand YouTube and want to get started with offsite. So if that makes sense to you and you want to check it out, I have a link for that in my video description. But we have to think bigger than Amazon. We have to diversify. I mean, there's so many different things we could do, guys. UGC, you could do freelancing, your YouTube channel. You can start getting paid from YouTube AdSense. You have YouTube shopping, diversifying with other platforms. That's something that I'm probably going to be doing because I usually stick to YouTube, but I do think I need to start having a presence somewhere else. And what I'm seeing is these brands, you're more valuable when you have different platforms to post their content. So from that perspective, it makes a lot of sense. Think about the skills you have. Think about different platforms and just different ways you can monetize. I'm real big on focusing on one thing and building that up, and then you can kind of get into other stuff. And I think that's why I shied away from, the offsite and other platforms, just because I don't want to spread myself too thin to where that one main thing is not really growing like I want because I'm doing too many little things on the side. But when you're thinking long term, it does make sense to have those little things on the side. I guess it's just more of a timing thing when it makes sense to start those things and just being aware of how much energy you're putting into all these little things versus your main thing, because sometimes you can neglect that main thing and not even really realize it, or at least that's how I am. And as far as the changes, it is what it is. I've been in this online space for a long time. I've seen changes with a lot of platforms, YouTube, and I'm big on Fiverr. And my wife and I used to have a photography business. We seen some changes there. Letting that go was a big pivot for us, and now me, doing full time with the online stuff and content. So I think that's just it's a big lesson here. It's a big life lesson. This applies to everything in life. Like, there's going to be changes. You're going to have to pivot. And the people that see success are the people that just stay in it and they can adapt and pivot and change. Those are usually the people that see success long term. It's the people that when things change, they can pivot, they can change up their strategy. And then you have the other side of people where they panic and some people just quit or they stop doing it because as people, we love to be comfortable. We love to do the same thing. And Obviously, if you're in the online space, you want to just keep doing that same thing. You want it to stay like that, but it doesn't work like that. And I'm not one to complain. It's just more so, what can I do moving forward? How can I switch up some things? What can I lean into a little bit more? So that's just my mindset behind it. But yeah, I'm just rambling at this point. I'm about to go work out, but I just wanted to share my thoughts on this and show you a couple ways that you can get some data because I know people are panicking. But share your thoughts on this. I want to know what y'all think about this. I want to connect with other influencers. Let me know what's going on in your mind and how you're going to change and pivot, or maybe even focus on another side hustle or business that you have. I would love to hear what y'all think. Thanks for watching. I'll see y'all in my next video.